It's the International Road Racing Championship second Superbike race. And it's the same grid lineup for this as we had for the earlier race here today that went the way of Erno Kostamo. Michael Dunlop on row 3. And of course we have Ginen, Maurer and Datza all fighting for championship positions. The track's still wet. Certainly not as bad as it was last year as they go down into the first turn, and it is all very tender. Kostamo just ahead of Datza, but I think Lahti has got the lead. He has. Emily Lahti leads. Maurer going up into third place past Datza. Ginen is there. There's Dunlop. Just ahead of Didier Graham, the German rider on bike 26. Still got the king of Imatra, the big one still to come. But you can see it's still plenty wet out there. We saw from Erno Kostamo in the wet last year. Peter Hickman tried to stay with him. He did for about half the race, and in the end he just couldn't stay in those conditions. But these are better this time around. Still not ideal, of course. Just looking for Dunlop. Oh, he's been passed by Grams. But Lahti still dictating the pace out in front. Erno Kostamo in second position, but for how long? So Lahti from Kostamo. Kostamo looking very lively as they come out into Ovarco. So Maurer in third place. Oh, contact! That looked like Lahti and Kostamo came together. My goodness. I'd like to see that again, but Lahti from Maurer. Kostamo does superb to recover and still in the fight. Let's see that again. This is from on board Kostamo. There comes out, and Lahti just comes into him. We can see this again in slow motion. Oh, they both do so well, and Maurer does as well, really. Maurer just manages to avoid the pair of them. Wow. So Lahti and Maurer side by side as they go across the line. Very, very close. Will it be Maurer? Will it be Lahti? It's going to be Lahti who turns in first. Kostamo is still there in third place. That's back in fourth, and Kostamo wants to get past Maurer and get back towards Lahti. That's a brave move through there, a good one as well. So Lahti from Kostamo. They are very laid back, the Finns, so I don't think he'll be seething too much. Erno Kostamo. Higher choice, of course, being interesting. We can see all the dry patches on the road as Kostamo goes for it past Lahti. The Kostamo from Lahti. Maurer, who really needs a good result, and as long as he can stay ahead of Ginen and Datza, then it will be a good result. What he needs, an even better result, is to get ahead of the two Finns in front of him and take maximum points if he can. He came into this round, Lucas Maurer, the Swiss rider, as the Superbike Championship leader. He lost that lead after yesterday's race, picking up just 16 points. Kostamo trying to pull away, and Maurer taking the fight again to Lahti. A little bit of movement in the rear wheel. You can see some parts of the track are dry or drying. Other parts are still quite wet. Those bits under the trees, of course. Got out of Imatra. Looking back from Emily Lahti. Little bit of movement. Trying to keep it in a straight line, and here goes Maurer. Oh, I think he's passed him. It's all about the brakes. Maurer and Lahti side by side, and Maurer's going to have to tuck in behind Lahti as Kostamo turns it in time and already pulling away. He's had enough of dicing with other riders. He wants to ride his own race, and he's doing just that. Lahti still in second place. Been a great weekend by the Finn. He's been so strong in the Superbike classes. And it's a good one. This is much better from Lucas Maurer this time around. He was complaining yesterday of some chassis problems with his bike. It looks like they have them sorted. This race having been restarted. And a good decision, it seems, because earlier today, when it really was wet, it's better to wait. However, I think most riders will tell you they prefer either wet or dry track, not something that's half and half. And we have something that really is half and half at the moment. But no standing water, that's the problem, standing water. This is out of Varco and then up over the bridge. Meanwhile, he's already passed the bridge, Erno Kostamo. And that battle still rages on behind. Well, despite the conditions not being as good as they were yesterday, those Finnish fans, in fact fans from all over, visiting Imatra this year, many for the first time, having seen it on TV and enjoying for themselves not just the wonderful racing here as Lucas Maurer starts to threaten again, but the wonderful scenery and the town of Imatra, which is close by. And here goes Maurer again on Lahti, and it looks like maybe the Finnish cameraman staying with the local hero Erno Kostamo, as further back Lucas Maurer does indeed go past Lahti for second place. So this is a much better race. As I say, that chassis issue for Maurer, they've sorted it. But Datsa just not on the pace in these conditions, the German rider. That's just off to the left there. That's where the old track used to run the Grand Prix circuit. So 20 points on the table for Lucas Maurer, which he needs really, especially with Datsa trailing so far behind, and Ginen also not in the picture as Lahti now threatens to take second place. He's not content with third. There's no championship points at stake for the Finn. He goes past, so Lahti goes through. He'll take some catching though, this man, Erno Kostamo. And there is the gap. And it's still there, that gap between Lahti and Maurer, back up to Kostamo. Erno Kostamo, odds-on favourite to defend his King of Imatra title as well. We've still got that one to come later on today. Again, that you can see the dry patches on the track. Depending on what type of tyre they've chosen, and unfortunately I'm not in a position to have that knowledge to hand, who's gone for wets, who's gone for intermediates. Certainly Kostamo, it's on his preferred BMW. He has this M model. He'll be leaving here tomorrow to head for the Isle of Man to take part in the Southern 100 road races there. He's making his debut there. And he has the older S model at his disposal there. So, Lahti in second place. Looks like Lucas Maurer is just settled for third then. I think he's decided, oh, you can have it. I just wonder whether Maurer's getting boards telling him what's happening with Ginen and with Datsa. Well, this is very familiar, isn't it, to last year? Erno Kostamo pulling away, no matter what the conditions here at Imatra. Made his Isle of Man TT debut last year as well. He's not doing the full IRRC season. I know he's certainly planning on doing the final round at Froberg, and perhaps one more before then as well. But he had some great results at the Northwest 200 in Northern Ireland this year, as well as Datsa goes straight on. And there's another rider parked up as well. But Datsa, a race to forget for the German. He's lost a few points in this one. Erno Kostamo, again, the cool customer, that is Erno Kostamo, seemingly on his way. Here he is, checkered flag, he takes it again. Erno Kostamo takes the win in Imatra. Lahti should be in second position, all being well. Lucas Maurer should take third. Who can beat this man around this track? Nobody, it seems. And that's despite that little issue that he had with Lahti on the opening lap. This is how they finish. Maurer in strong third place, Jeanin in fifth, Datsa down in ninth. That's not good for him. Lahti second, but Kostamo the winner again. And in the King of the Roads, Glenn Irwin leads the way. Kostamo now is in second place ahead of Dom Herbertson, with Davey Tom in fourth and Michael Dunlop in fifth.